Hello guys and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to, for the first time, play Project Cars Free career mode, and of course we start out with the normal Toyota, which is a standard car to start with in this game. I'm not gonna customize it yet, but I'm just gonna jump into the first race, which is on Shanghai. Not the Shanghai circuit, but the Shanghai city track. As we count down from 3, 2, 1 and go. So as you can see, I get off to a pretty bad start. This is actually a normal thing throughout the whole episode. The AIs are just really fast at the start of like at the race starts. It's almost unrealistic how fast they are on the race start. They will probably fix that in a later update, but as of now it's how it is. But as you can see, I'm trying to dive down the inside now of the Honda Civic and the Audio TTs, and I pick up a lot of positions as I go up into 6th position. And I think I'm gonna dive down the inside and take 3 more positions. That was actually a pretty easy overtakes, as I'm up into the podium after 4 corners, I think it is. So yeah, in P3 now, but these two guys are pretty hard to overtake compared to the other guys. The Honda Civics are very fast on the straights. For some reason, in real life, they're the fastest one in the corners, I think. But I make a switch back on the green Honda Civic, and no, I couldn't overtake, but because of the top speed they have. But this track, I actually like it a lot. There's lots of fast corners, like this left-hander and the next left-hander. Actually, these 3 left-handers I really like. I think they will be very fun to drive when you come up into GT3 or something like that. But yeah, I overtake the green Honda Civic up the inside, and now it's just a drag race with the blue one. But yeah, nothing happens as he's just really fast on the straight. But in the corners, they're very slow. So let's see what we can do now when we go on to the second and final lap of this short 2-lap race. We go down to this sharp 90-degree turn and maybe dive down the inside, but we think better of it and trying to take the shorter route on the inside, but he just pulls right away from me again, as the top speed of that Honda Civic is amazing. But coming down to not the chicane, but the roundabout now, where my car is really fast, and I catch up right to his back number plate again, as I dive down the inside and take the first place of this race. But yeah, that's actually a really short race, and the AIs are really fast on some parts of the track and slow on other parts of the track. But yeah, that was as I said in the first Project Cars video, my first impressions, that the AIs are really fast on the straights, and in some corners they're just very slow. But yeah, going to the next event, which is a quick time trial, or hot lap as they call it in this game. We're going to Cuba, and this is on the Havana Beach. I think it's a pretty famous beach in Cuba, but starting now, and we just trying to go as fast as we can. I think we can go really fast compared to the times we're about to do, as we've just YOLO it up the inside of this corner. But my car is very fast around the corners, so I think it would be no problem to win this event pretty easily. As we go through the last corner now, a very fast left-hander onto the main straight and over the finish line. And what's the time? At 18.2. I think that's enough to win the event, and yes it is. I was 4 seconds faster, so that was pretty good. But a new event series is enable for us. That's the Japanese routes, and that's basically just the Japanese tracks that changed. I think that the cars we drive against is also Japanese. I think it's Mitsubishi and Nissan on in this series, and yeah, Nissan Skyline and Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, the old one, I think it is. But yeah, we have a pretty poor start. All of these cars I'm driving against has 4-wheel drive, so that's to expect it. So cutting into this first corner, I'm just sliding all around the place, but I'm trying to have a look of the inside of these cars, but I think better of it and trying to just dive down the inside here, but I couldn't overtake them. But at this third corner I just send it up the inside and go into P13. But these cars are pretty fast, so it's gonna be a hard task to just win over them. But I cut it onto the last lap actually, just power sliding all over the place, making epic drifts. We actually in P16 we lost 3 positions, basically just on the straights because of the cars are so fast, and we just plug off the last one as we finish in P16. Not that good, but it's a rain race, and yeah, after that race I just went in to upgrade the car because I think it's pretty unfair how fast they are on the straights. So I was just trying to fix it. But yeah, going into the next event, which is a time trial again. A really nice track, this one. A lot of nice Italian mountain corners, as you can see here. A lot of hairpins and drifting. A very fun track to drive, at least in rear wheel drives. But as you can see, a lot of oversteer, and in this corner especially, I think I just drifted through the whole thing. Almost. I just need a bit more horsepower to drift through the whole thing, but a really nice track to drive in standard cars. I think it's pretty boring in GT cars, but standard cars it's pretty fun. But I won that event as well, and it's looking pretty good for the championship in both series, both the standard one and the Japanese route series, which I will do in the next episode. But in this race, this was a pretty easy race, the last one of this episode. I have incredible grip through these corners, and the AI can't figure out how to drive fast, high-speed corners. So I'm already up into P7, and I'm against the Honda Civics, a lot of Honda Civics and Nissan Skylines in this race. But standing up inside, and I'm already into P5. I should get a really good exit out of that corner and into P4 now, and maybe I will get a double overtake before the first corner. And yes, I'm into P2 now, and yeah, the next corner I actually overtook P1. So what you don't see in this episode is that I actually upped the difficulty from hard to, I think it's legendary or pro, just because of the corner speed of the AI is so bad in this difficulty. But coming over the line in P1, and I think we have a pretty good foundation to win the championship of these two series. So I really like this game. I really seem to enjoy this game. It's not as the other games, Project Cars 2 and Project Cars 1, where you actually had to drive in multiplayer to have fun. I can actually take up my wheel and drive this game and actually have a lot of fun without trying hard. And I think that's the point of the whole game. But I think that's it for the first episode. And next episode we're going into Road E Specials and Road E Majors, which is the two biggest series of this E class. So I look forward to that video, and it will come out I think tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But see you then. Goodbye.